I mean, I've been a fan for 10 years.
Hmm.
So when I approached her, मुझे थोड़ा डर लग रहा था कि, will she agree? Won't she agree? What will she say?
Hmm.
What is the script nonsense? पर उनके साथ just to talk to her, and the first meeting only was really friendly, very nice. And actually, she's from that region that Parvati is from.
Hmm.
वो भी कोंकण से है, वो भी रत्नागिरी से है.
जी
So
जी.
immediately when she heard that, and her father was also used to work in the mills in Mumbai.
Hmm. Hmm.
So she knew this history very well.
Hmm.
जो कि हमारा Mumbai's past is that, that so many people came from Ratnagiri over the 20th century to work in cotton mills,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so many people lost their houses
Hmm.
after the strikes and the mills shutting down. So I think she was very well aware of that history and the connection between the two spaces.
Hmm.
So immediately she felt connected. She's like, "अरे मैं तो ऐसी बहुत, I know many people like this." And then she's a genius. So
Yeah.
she like, if I had written a line also, she will make it more her own, with some her own kind of lyricism, जैसे कि
Hmm.
एकता जीव सदा शिव. वो मैंने सिर्फ
Yeah.
लिखा था I want to be alone. लेकिन एकता जीव सदा शिव. It's like I can make t-shirts of this and wear it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
She has that quality. And in fact,
Hmm.
there's only one song in the film, जो आशा पारेख का song है,
Hmm.
Caravan picture से. She
Hmm.
suggested that we will dance to that song. So because the lyrics were so funny, and she was saying
Hmm.
that Parvati's state of mind is that why the hell have I come back? So
Hmm.
वो जो in olden day, in like more previous Hindi cinema, at least the thing used to be that or not even just Hindi cinema, all cinema it used to, and even now sometimes the song takes the story forward because of the
Yeah. Yeah.
lyrics. So we wanted to have the lyrics making sense to the situation, and we
Hmm.
were using an already composed song. So she picked this one.
Okay.
She's amazing.
I think there is a all India movement happening across the world. Everyone's very
Hmm.
curious about what we do.
Hmm.
They're curious that there's so much different types of things that come out of India, whether it's kind
Yeah.
of films
Mm.
or just things from the country are being spoken about. So
Hmm.
I think it's a nice one India wave that's going on, and I know it's not something that will be short because India has so much variety to keep delivering
Yeah.
over and
Yeah.
over again.
True.
So yeah, I think that's the flavor of the world. Also, you start seeing new things happen. See, it's funny, right? Like when we're in India, we mostly, I mean, okay, she's different, but we mostly think for Indian audience. We just want our people to watch our film, and that's
Mm.
Hmm.
our first sense.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we go to the rest of the world because their populations are much smaller.
Mm.
Hmm.
They find a way to reach the world because otherwise it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense for them.
True. True.
I think somewhere it's a two-way street where we start looking at the world as one and say, okay, now whether I make a film in Marathi or Telugu, it should cut across, and there should be French people watching it. So
Hmm.
I think once the thought starts coming, then we'll start creating cinema like that.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that we make really good films. Just these people are waking up late, yeah.
We are storytellers because we have come from such diverseness.
Mm.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I don't think we would have been storytellers in the first place.
Mm.
Because there's
True.
so much in India that it has to offer us.
Hmm.
And I feel like it's how do you get your story cut across to more and more people, right?
Hmm.
It's a challenge because there's so many people. It's also the convenience because there's so many people that are
Yeah.
there to watch it if it works.
Mhm.
So I think it's never a challenge. I mean, population on a different level is a challenge, not for
Hmm.
filmmakers or art.
I think that the more specific you are to the film's characters, to the location, to the with detail, with care. If you look at everything, then it won't feel specific. It will just feel
Hmm.
universal. And then
Yeah.
everybody, like, why? When I was growing up, also I used to watch films from all countries, from India also, but I used to watch from Iran and all that.
Hmm.
Why was I connecting to some film about a kid, trying to go to school in Iran?
Hmm.
Because it was so local.
Yeah.
I completely it was the character that drew me to it. So
Hmm.
I think it's the same over here. If you make a film that is very specific to a particular place, very, very particular to the characters, actually that will become more universal.